Hi everyone, it's Goddess Lily and welcome back to my channel. Well, it's been 2 weeks since I had my hysterectomy surgery and everything went extremely well. I was very pleased with the surgery and I'm also really pleased with the healing process. I'm healing very well. I'm up walking around. I'm actually walking on the treadmill and just keeping my energy up. I'm still on pain pills. I'm still wearing this big old abdominal brace. I'll show you what it looks like. They call it a binder, and that's just to help you get up and sit down. And as long as I have it on, I'm very mobile. I can move around really good. I'm able to start driving now. They said I can drive after 2 weeks. So the 2-week mark was Thursday, and I went to my 2-week appointment. So before I get into all the specifics, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that had me in your prayers. I really felt the prayers during my surgery and during my recovery. They kept me in the hospital for 5 days, which I thought was extremely long, but the doctor didn't want to release me until he had my pathology report in hand and going over all the specifics of what's going on with me. So by the title, you can see that I did have some ovarian cancer and that I am going to be going through chemotherapy. So first of all, they diagnosed me with stage 2 ovarian cancer. They were able to completely remove all of it. And I pretty much was in late stage 1, early stage 2. The pathology report came back with a lot of negatives. I mean, all negatives. They tested 7 areas of the surrounding tissues and even took fluid from my lymph nodes. Everything was negative. There's no spread of cancer. It was totally contained to all the organs that was removed. So that is good. The chemotherapy I'm going to be doing, I think it's pretty aggressive. It's 3 weeks a month for 6 to 8 months. He says 6, but it could be 8. They test your blood throughout your whole chemo, and they assign me to a dietitian, and that's a good thing because I did lose some weight. I started out at 141 and now I weigh 137, so not that much, but I'm eating back to normal. I did have a lot of nausea where I had to constantly take a nausea pill every time I ate. And that was in the hospital nonstop just to keep my food from coming up. And that was because of the medication that they had me on. They had a epidural in my back for the pain, and they had me on Cipro, which is a very strong, what do you call it, antibiotic. And then they had the pain medication, which was going in my back, and I forget what that was. I think it was, I want to say it was Percocet or something like that. But they sent me home with nausea pills and not antibiotics, but pain pills. So I'm almost weaning myself off of the pain medication because I really don't need it, but I feel really good when I take it. So I've been only taking 1 a day. And the nausea pills, I did have to take 1 this morning, and it does make you a little bit drowsy when you take it. It just depends. Some days I don't have to take it. It just depends on how my system is processing food. But if I feel a little diarrhea, if I have a little diarrhea the night before, then I definitely will take 1 that morning, and it'll clear it up. So the nausea pills is something that I think that I know that I will be on throughout my whole chemo journey. I can't really talk about chemotherapy. I have no idea what it's about. I got this big, thick package of stuff to read, but everybody's journey is different. My doctor's office is a really progressive chemotherapy center. They have their own chemotherapy suite within the doctor's office on the same floor. So They took me to the room. I counted 8 chairs, and at the time that I went in the room, there were about 6 people in there having chemo already. They were just doing their own thing, knitting, earphones on, some sleeping. There was one laying in the bed, so I think that was pretty a new person, because she told me for my very first time, I would probably sleep through it, because they will give me an aggressive dosage of I forget what it's called, but whatever it is going to make me sleep. It's not a sleeping pill. It's a something that Benadryl for allergic reactions. So more twice the normal. They're going to give me that, and it's going to make me drowsy. So I probably want to lay down through my whole chemo. So the first time they said will be 3 to 4 hours because of what I'm taking, what they're giving me, and then the second time will be 2 to 3. So I'm getting because I guess all my cancer is gone. I'm getting like not a combination of 2 things at once. I'm getting one thing each time. So, which I think they said I probably will have maybe nausea for that day, but then the next day, if I work, I can go to work, you know, I can go jogging. I should be able to you know, go back to my normal schedule. But we'll see. I'll report on the chemo after I have it. But what I want to show you was my photos. So this first one is my uterus and my cervix. And that one fallopian tube, I believe, is on the left side. Let's see, does it go on this way? Well, I think it's on the right side, because actually I had an ectopic pregnancy. I only had one fallopian tube, so maybe that's... So anyway, that's my uterus. It's a little protruded. There was cancer spots, so you can, if you can see the black spots on it, that's the cancer, those black spots. So you can see a few black spots on my uterus and my cervix. And here is the actual tumor completely covering my right ovary. So those black spots again is the cancer. Pretty gross, huh? So all this red stuff on here is muscle. They had to cut it away from my stomach or something. And they said they found one little cancer spot on a little part of my colon where they shaved it off. And so I might be sore for a long time, because I can't really use my abdominal muscles. I mean, I've taken a pain pill every day, so I won't feel that pain. And it's only 2 weeks, and I'm not looking to get back into exercising really quick, but I'm hoping that at the 6-week mark I will be back in the gym. Now it just depends. I understand that I'm going to have to wear gloves and, you know, not touch a lot of stuff, or if I touch stuff, I'm going to just have to wear gloves, because I have to be, you know, just really cognizant of germs and everything. So I don't know, we'll see how the gym thing works out. Hopefully, you know, maybe I can get my own stuff here, right? So I just wanted to give you a little update on what's going on with me. I want to thank you all again for all your love and support and your comments. I mean, like on Facebook, on Instagram, here on YouTube. I haven't been able to comment because I haven't been feeling that good, but I am getting stronger every day. So I promise that I'm not going to journey this whole chemotherapy thing. I know I have to go through it. I want to have it, go through it, and put it behind me. I might make another video on how, you know, I'm doing to let you know how the chemo's working out for me. But I'm going to get back into doing what I love. I mean, I've been, I started working on another wig, so I've been ventilating because, of course, I'm sitting a lot. So I've been ventilating. I've also been I've been working with beads and stuff and learning how to make necklaces and stuff and using my hands a lot. So I have something coming up on that I've been making. I've made some gladiator sandals, totally covered in with beads. So I'm putting that video together. So anyway, that's my update, and thank you for watching.